Hello everyone, and welcome to the month of May and to your reading for the month of May. If you're subscribed already, thank you so much for joining the community. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any messages that Spirit intends for you. So as always, you can choose whichever of the three piles, whichever of the cards that you are feeling the most drawn to, and you can click on the chapter below or find the timestamps in the description, and I will see you there with your message for the month of May of 2024. And welcome, pile number one, to your month of May of 2024 reading. If you're subscribed already, thank you so much for doing that. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any messages intended for you. Let's dive right in and talk about your tarot cards. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. That's the one that you were drawn to. So you're a brave soul to choose pile number one when you see the Three of Swords. You know, obviously just speaking to the truth of what you feel. If you've ever watched a tarot reading or had one done for yourself, then you probably remember the Three of Swords if that ever came out for you. It is an image that looks painful, and it really speaks to the meaning of this card. Now, this could always be a heartbreak, talking about romantically, but the Three of Swords does show up for anything that just feels like a letdown to you, an upset, the hurt, the pain. That's what it represents. So let's go through your other cards and find out what's going on for the month of May. Now, I don't feel like this is something happening to you within the month of May. I feel like this is just energy that you've been carrying around with you. But if it's showing up in your reading, then it's saying that it will affect you in your month of May, or Spirit might be asking you to process some of that in your month of May. Maybe that's what you're hoping to work towards, is processing this out of your life. We'll get oracle cards out here in a moment as well. So you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords over here, the World, and the Two of Pentacles. So what I'm hearing for you, pile number one, a difficult message to deliver, but it's our job to just tell what Spirit has to say, right? So if there's something that you want to get out of in your life, like a cycle, a repetitive cycle that does not feel good for you, a situationship, a relationship that's been back and forth, a job, a living situation, a circumstance, a friendship, something that does not feel good to you, that makes you feel like that Three of Swords energy. It keeps being bad. It keeps going sour, is specifically what Spirit is saying. But they're saying that this is up to you. This is up to you. If you continue to go back and forth with this energy in your life and back and forth with your decision and the steps that you're going to take, then you will continue to be on that roller coaster. That water there in the background, there's waves, the boats are rocking. Imagine if you have seasickness. For some of you, the situation that you're going through might even be making your stomach upset. You might be saying that your stomach is in knots, like you're feeling nervous and it's affecting your physical body. And also, Spirit is saying for some of you in this pile, it doesn't necessarily have to be something that is innately bad that you're going through, but you might be feeling so indecisive or so unable to make a decision, or feeling like things are so up in the air that it's becoming difficult for you. I hope that makes sense. That's what they're bringing through. So they're also bringing through a message that no matter how it looks, you always have a decision to make yourself. If you feel like the ball is in someone else's court, if you feel like you have to wait to hear back, Spirit is saying, and it feels like there's a lot of resistance from you to this message, but they are saying that you always have a choice to make. Like if you don't hear back from a job, you can always choose how long you're going to wait to hear back. Or you can choose to apply somewhere else or start down a new path for yourself. You can always make a choice. Same thing with a relationship or a friendship or whatever else it is that you're experiencing. And when you make a choice, that will begin to end this cycle for you of going back and forth and experiencing that frustration and that pain that you've been experiencing. There is an encouragement here in the month of May to focus on the things that you want, because you can manifest anything. You are truly the magician in your life, and it's your mind that is creating your life. So if your mind is on all of this, then in the month of May, you're going to get more of this Nine of Swords energy of feeling upset, feeling frustrated, the energy of being up at night, stress, anxiety, and it's almost to a peak here where it's unbearable for you. The only thing past the Nine of Swords is the Ten of Swords. So you're reaching a point in May where this is reaching a tipping point. Whatever the situation is, you need it to come to an end, to a resolution, to a change. It feels like this has very much been affecting your happiness with the Queen of Cups there in the reverse. It's like you don't even feel good in your own home. Like something has really been bothering you and keeping you on edge. That's not to say that other people know this about you, because you definitely might have been able to manage to keep this shrouded with the High Priestess card being here. It feels like your emotions have been shrouded. But also with the High Priestess being there, Spirit is talking to you about what you know yourself spiritually. Your intuition has been talking to you. Your spiritual team has been giving you numerous signs. If you feel like you're debating about something, they're saying you already know the answer. So maybe it's just time to rip the Band-Aid off in a situation. Very interesting message coming for you in the month of May. Okay, and for your crystal card this month, you have the turquoise, which says prioritize your health. And that makes sense because Spirit is really talking about your mental health, your emotional health here. And again, like we said earlier on, they gave that message that it could be affecting your physical health, even if it's just you can't get enough sleep. It's starting to stress your body more. You might be feeling sick to your stomach or feeling like your stomach is in knots. So they're saying prioritize your health. So do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, because that hasn't been happening here. It does feel like maybe there's a little bit of a rough start to May. And I did just pull a random card to just check in on what was the energy in your love life for you. And if you don't have a partner, this could just be towards yourself as well. So take it how it resonates for you. But you got the card Ryan Gosling for that energy in your love life. Silence has more meaning than the words you don't say. The hardest role to play is yourself. Don't let someone else write your private life. Okay, so again, this is meant to be for your love life specifically, but it's really perfectly going with that message that you still have the choice. You're still at the wheel. You are actually in the driver's seat. Spirit is showing me an image of someone being in the driver's seat, but they're waiting on someone to come outside. So although this was meant for your love life, and you can take it that way if it resonates for you, but it really can apply so broadly. Don't know why I can't talk there. It can apply so broadly for the month of May. First of all, some people in your life are recognizing that you're pulling back and being silent. So people might be asking you what's wrong, or they might be just looking at you, kind of wondering what's going on in the background for you. But again, the hardest role to play in life is yourself. So there is definitely going to be more truth about yourself that is coming out in this month of May. It's going to be up to you to act on that. And again, to take the wheel in your own life and make those choices for yourself, because you do have options in the month of May. Okay, and your general energy for this month, represented by this card: teach your pet project new tricks, play the game like you invented it. If you've created a monster, license it. But what Spirit is really highlighting for you is play the game like you invented it. So again, Spirit really wants you to go ahead and take charge and take the wheel in your life in the month of May. You also have the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So that's about letting go. Like we hear often if you're watching manifesting videos and things like that, that you have to desire it and then you have to let go of the outcome. So you could be experiencing some hurt and pain right now because you're overly focused on the details, or you're overly restricted, wanting things to happen in a certain way. So right now it's kind of limiting you and putting you at a pause and a standstill and kind of in an imbalance. But things are going to be moving with the world. They're going to be moving, but it's up to you how fast you move through that energy. If you're able to surrender, and like this card says, pray and ask for help, ask for the highest good for yourself in the situation. But if you're letting go of those details, then you'll be able to get much further faster, even though it doesn't always seem like that. And the last few cards for you, pile one, we have the card Vase with Secret Admirer. So this could be someone. If this has been about a relationship for you that you're thinking of, this could be that your person is going to actually really admire if you take charge of the situation and you make a choice for yourself and you stop waiting on them. They will really respect that, and it will make them want to come towards you more. But also this could just be about recognition and accolades, like at work or school, someone impressed with your work. And also just receiving compliments out in the world in general during this month. It feels like they might not really land with you because it feels like your mind is in other places, but people are going to be admiring you and feeling attracted to you. It's like you have, again, so much more than what you think you do. You also have the card Knot. I find that really interesting because I kept saying it feels like your stomach is in knots. Okay, let me know if that's you in the comment section because it keeps coming through. And we have unsuccessful plans. Again, this is not that things can't work out, but it's about how is it going to work out in the universe? Are you going to allow it to work out in the simplest way possible? Or look at this rope. Are you going to make it a tug of war with spirit, with the universe, by saying that back and forth energy, no, it has to go this way. It has to work out this way. Because spirit is bringing this through, whether this is romantic relationship or business, whatever this is, spirit wants you to know that the world is moving every day. So if you feel like you're stuck somewhere, that's just you. You're stuck in your mind. And with the tug of war here, they're telling you to release. In fact, you don't even have to untie the knot, pile one. Spirit will untie the knot for you, and you will be free to sail off successfully once they untie that knot. Boats are knotted up on the dock. It's like you're keeping yourself in one place, keeping yourself in indecision. So you don't even have to figure it out. Spirit wants you to know that they will untie the knot for you. They will release you, but you have to be okay realizing that because something didn't work out in the way that you pictured it working out does not mean that it will not work out for your greatest good and work out in your favor with the unsuccessful plans. So they're saying that's just your perception right now that's hurting you, but something could still work out and move in your favor in this month. But it's you that's saying not to it. We also have the card Mountain, major challenge to overcome. So the major challenge for you to overcome this month is actually being able to receive with the Secret Admirer. This is also, you can see the purple here. This is also spirit admiring you. So what does that mean? It means that someone is focusing on you. So spirit is there for you. You have your spiritual team there for you. You have opportunities all around for you, but you want it to go this certain way. So you're keeping yourself in this painful, frustrating energy. And the major challenge for you to overcome in the month of May is very clearly your mind. It's your own mind. And how do you do that? You do that by surrendering, praying for the highest good to happen, not worrying about the details. I know all of this is easier said than done, but these are the messages from Spirit. And I do hope that they were helpful. I'm going to leave you right there, pile number one. Let me know again what you thought in the comment section. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I will see you in another message. Hello and welcome, pile number two. If you are already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for that. If you've not subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any messages that Spirit intends for you. Now, we are looking at your month of May of 2024. Let's start with the tarot. We have oracle cards as well, and let's see what is trying to come through for you. The King of Swords is really standing out to me, actually. So it feels like this could be representing you or someone in your life. I'm actually hearing mirroring, though, especially with that sword being there. You might be receiving communication, more information from someone, and it's different than what you've heard before. There's actually a small butterfly pin down there. So if you've been having a conversation with someone and you feel like it's been going the same way, there's some kind of new information that's going to be coming into you in the month of May. Really standing out. It feels like this is, again, you or a person or the both of you mirroring one another is what it feels like. Some kind of collaboration, conversation that's important to you in the month of May. It does feel more like a masculine energy, but even if it is coming from a woman or a female presenting person, even if this is coming from someone with presenting in feminine energy, it's like it's very strong. The communication that's coming in is very strong, so that's why it's giving off a masculine energy. Okay, but you were drawn to the Six of Wands card. So, I mean, that's a month of celebration, success, things going your way. This is guaranteed success with the Six of Wands. So if there's something specific on your mind that you want to work out in your month of May, or some of you I see making actually summertime plans for the next few months, depending on the part of the world that you're in. There's confetti here going off. There's something to celebrate. For some of you, there could actually be a new car in the works for you, or something about riding in a new car. So, you know, like, do you go on a date? Do you go on a trip with someone? I know that sounds really vague, but they're pointing out the car and a trip that's significant, and that would be, you know, out of the usual for you. We're not talking about like you go get in your car and you go to work like you do every day. It's something different. Someone like a car that you've never driven in, they're really pointing out the car for some reason. Maybe you rent a car and you go somewhere and that's part of your summer plans. There's something like that coming through though. Okay. And that might not be for all of you. Might just be a select few of you when we have such a specific message like that. But if it's not yours, leave it there and take what resonates. The Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse here. Okay, let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles. There's something that has not taken off yet. The Death card is in the reverse. The Five of Wands in the upright. The Page of Wands here. So there's going to be, we talked about the new information that's coming in, the new communication that's different than what you've heard before. Some kind of trip or some kind of movement, some kind of travel that is significant to you that you will be excited about. If there's anything in particular, like I said, that you're thinking about that you want to work out in this month, it will work out for you. It will be successful. She's also wearing a yellow dress. Spirit is telling you to be really confident in yourself moving forward. Confidence is one of the things that's actually going to help you make that situation a success. Are some of you hosting a party this month? What is going on? There is some kind of celebration here. They really want to focus on this card. It's almost like these other cards don't even matter. And then there's this, and then there's this person. Maybe you're talking to this person at an event, at a party, out in the world. These two cards are the strongest energy right now, though. Okay, so with the Page of Wands here, though, you could have things blossoming in your life at this time. That is a fiery energy. There could be a new friendship of someone who is a fire sign coming into your life. That's kind of a vague message as well, but I feel like it'll be significant for a few of you that have chosen the pile. But there's something here about new energy, because there's something that has not gotten off the ground, or that seems like it wasn't going to go successful. But it almost feels like you've been struggling with this energy for a while and you don't want to struggle with it. So you might just kind of say, they're showing me someone knocking all of the stuff off of the table. So it feels like you might be saying, you know what, never mind to this, never mind. I'm actually just going to take a vacation. I'm actually just going to take a break. I'm actually just going to start a whole new project, a whole new idea. I'm actually just going to start with a whole new person. It is an energy, though, of you being in power. So you'll be making the decisions this month, that's for sure. So if you want to create transformation in whatever that situation is that's been kind of a past energy, you can, but it feels very much like there's something that you're just thinking, you know, I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm going to go ahead and move on and move in a new direction. And if you're doing that, you're going to receive good, positive news for yourself about that. Okay, let's look at some of your oracle cards. I just randomly pulled a card for what would represent your romantic life in this month of May. And you got Britney Spears. So, you know, to be honest, you might be feeling frisky. You might be feeling out there this month, not thinking things through with something that came out when this card came here. So it could mean just not being committed to something, not taking things seriously. But this could also play into your life in general as well. Because again, if there's something like a responsibility that you've been trying to figure out, it feels like you might just be setting down your daily routines for a minute and saying, you know, all of those responsibilities, all of those problems will be there when I get back. I'm going to take a breather, whether that's a vacation in your town, just relaxing on your couch instead of going about your normal routine. There's something here about letting go of that struggle and just switching things up a little bit and kind of getting into this frivolous and carefree energy. So again, this was supposed to be about your romantic life, but you could apply it across the board. It says, when gambling with love, hedge your bets. Yeah, so you're going to be focusing on taking care of yourself. Take the risk of getting hurt because being in love can be toxic, but the high is amazing. Trust your family to take care of you when you can't. Again, there's the yellow snake there, the yellow dress. You've got a lot of yellow words out here. I feel like Spirit just is encouraging you to be confident in the choices that you're making for yourself in this month. And this card is meant to represent your energy throughout this month, generally speaking. So it says, keep your conviction even when facing multiple. Got rich quick, leave town quicker. Don't get buried in the pyramid you build. So that's really interesting. I think that actually fits super well. Don't get buried in the pyramid you build. How much work is it to build a pyramid? Well, we would imagine that it was a lot of work, right? So again, there's something about you setting down the struggle, setting down the frustrations, setting down your typical daily routine. And I find that so funny. It says leave town quicker. So you have to let me know if you're traveling or if you've been thinking about it, then this is a sign from Spirit to, yes, act upon that. You might receive information while you're traveling. Okay. You also have my energy creates my reality. So if your energy's been low because of whatever you've been struggling with that 5 of Wands, Spirit is saying it's not going to help you create a better reality. So you have to refresh your energy. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So you are going to be focusing on your success, on your happiness, on your good things, on this information that you want to hear. So whatever this is, whatever communication that is, it's something that you want to hear because you've been focusing on that. So you created it in your reality. You also have the crystal black tourmaline for this month. Protect your energy. That's the same message coming through. Protect your energy. Doing what you need to do to secure safe space for yourself to regain excitement. That's really what it is. You need to refresh your energy in this month so that you can regain excitement. That's the Page of Wands. You're supposed to be following what makes you excited. And I didn't notice, but you do have an extra tea leaf card that came out. So we'll go ahead and take all of those. And you have box. You will receive a gift. Again, for some of you, this feels like almost like a little welcome package or something that you would receive at like an Airbnb or a hotel or something like that when you're traveling. Or someone might be gifting you with going on a trip. They might be asking you to come along with them. Maybe they have a spare ticket. If you keep your mind open to things like that, what you focus on, it will manifest. So, dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. This actually has an interesting message coming through. It actually feels a little bit heavier. It feels like this could be a woman in your life that you are frustrated with. Yeah, so you're feeling like their energy is a little bit dark. And also for some of you in this group, you could have just been feeling like you haven't been yourself, because it says protect your energy, and you've got a lot of darkness going around there. So you could have felt like all of this was weighing on you too much and frustrating you too much, just the daily grind, and it's making you kind of behave in a way that's not representative of your true self. So you have the crown. Honor and respect will come to you. That's good news, but this is also treating yourself well, treating yourself like royalty within this month. You know, taking the time to put the crown on your own head, crowning what's important to you. Are you important to yourself? Then put yourself in the first position here. We also have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So yeah, that's encouragement from Spirit to not settle during the month of May. That kind of goes back to this energy that we saw back there at first. You're not going to settle in whatever that is that you're struggling with. And the flag is really a message. There's a couple messages coming through about like throwing flags, right? Like you're calling someone out, calling someone on their foul, letting someone know, hey, that doesn't work for me. That kind of communication isn't going to work, setting new boundaries, but also the flag being stuck in the ground to help you identify your direction. It's like in the month of May, you're going to be heading back to yourself. Remember, protecting your energy, clearing your energy, because it's your energy that creates your reality. So definitely taking a break from the daily grind is the strongest message that came through. Taking some kind of vacation, travel, break is really encouraged during this month, or planning something upcoming will be happening this month. And communication, that's super important. That's different than what you heard before. Pile number 2, I hope that's helpful for you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I'll see you in another message. All right, welcome pile number 3. If you're subscribed already, thank you so much for doing so. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that button so you don't miss any messages that Spirit wants to get to you. So we're looking at your month of May of 2024. You were drawn to the Temperance card, a card of patience, a card of balance, a card of duality, being in alignment with your masculine and feminine energies. Spirit is saying something here about meeting business needs and meeting the needs of taking care of your home life, work-life balance kind of energy coming through. Got the 4 of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Swords in the reverse, the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles. So in this month, you're going to have to come up with a new game plan. If you've chosen pile number 3, you're going to have to find a new balance. Like maybe you have not been at home so much. Maybe you've been making a big push for something that you want to get done. Some of you could have started new school situations. And that could look like so many things. It doesn't have to be traditional school. Like maybe some of you are going back for a degree, or you're taking an online course, or whatever it is. You've added something to your plate to learn something that you felt like would move yourself forward and better your situation in some way. So it's like the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. You haven't had much time for love and peace and relaxation. You haven't had much time for yourself. If you have a partner or children, you haven't had much time for them. But the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles is in the reverse. So the encouragement from Spirit is to come back home to yourself. I still don't see you spending a lot of time at home during this month, but you do need to find some kind of a balance and a way to care for yourself in this process, because again, the 3 of Pentacles, they're encouraging you to make a new game plan for yourself. It's like you need to have the awareness now so that you don't burn yourself out too quickly. But I feel like you've been through this before. This is not a new energy for you. So it's like you already know about this, and maybe you're kind of working on this, but it's something that Spirit is drawing your attention to again. Okay, and I did choose just one random card for your love life in the month of May of 2024, and you got this card. I can resist everything except temptation. Interesting. Hearts are made to be broken. True friends stab you in the front. So I do feel like there's been communication from someone in your life already about them needing more time from you or needing more support. Like if it's your family or something like that, they've expressed that they need something from you. They haven't seen you recently. You haven't been making it to events, something like that. This is a really specific message. So if it's not your pile, you know that it's not your pile. Maybe choose another one. But if it resonates, you will know. He does have a purple hat. He's not wearing it. It feels like you've been very much out of tune with yourself, missing out on messages coming in from your crown chakra. It seems like there's been a lot of distractions in your life, and so the encouragement is to really turn that around this month before it becomes a significant problem for you. Yeah, a lot of distractions with that statement. I can resist everything except temptation. Okay, and so also just being patient with yourself. You've got temperance and temptation. It's like the angel and the devil on either side of your shoulder. We talked about that duality kind of being pulled in different directions, but you have to take the time in the month of May to map this out for yourself, to see how you're going to make the situation work better for yourself and for the people that you care about in your life and the causes and the things that you want to achieve. Because right now something is not running as smoothly as it could. And your energy, just in general for this month, you've got this card. Take your paper route in new directions. Okay, so that makes sense. Take your paper route in new directions. The Statue of Liberty is in the background, so there needs to be some sort of freeing that's happening. With the pink all around him, representing the heart chakra, getting more in balance with your feminine side, again, because you might be more leaning into that masculine energy of getting everything done, going out into the world, making it happen, getting results. But you need to come into balance with your feminine side of taking the relaxation, experiencing the good things that you desire to experience in your life, because that's equally as important. If you make headlines, own them. Count on numbers to amount to something. Yeah, so that message is really coming back in. That spirit is saying, even if you feel like you're doing fine right now, they're trying to bring your attention to this ahead of time before it becomes a problem. Because, you know, you're presenting well, you're doing a lot, you have a lot going on, you're out there, but know when to slow down before you do get burnt out, is the message that they keep bringing through. Okay, and it says take your paper out new directions. So that's also about adjusting work, the routes that you're getting your money from, making some kind of adjustment with that. Your crystal card for the month is appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. So it may feel uncomfortable for you to lean into that feminine energy, which is just in this case talking about not doing so much, not being an overachiever, not having to make everything happen. Also, this could be talking about whatever it is that you're learning. If you have started a new school or a new learning opportunity, a new project, collaborating with someone, some kind of mentor in your life, something along those lines. So that would actually be encouraged though. Even though they're telling you to find that balance, this is something that they are encouraging because it could be good for you in the long run. So get out of your comfort zone. Just being encouraged to try something new with that Page of Swords in this card here. But also that goes back to their same message of trying something new. You're creating a new plan. You're drafting out a new plan for yourself. And sometimes the only way to see if your plan will work is to give it a trial run, is what Spirit is saying. All right, you've got an interesting message coming through. So you have the card, energy flows where my intention goes. You've got to be intentional about taking good care of yourself. You've got to be intentional about where you're putting your energy to, because also, as we said, with this purple hat being off, you're missing some messages from Spirit. You're missing some of your intuition, which means you're not fully connected to your higher self right now. So you're not going to have as much insight about your way forward. So things are going good for you, but again, they're trying to bring your attention about how to make this work better before you do have some kind of a problem in your life. And your final cards, you have the Lily, spiritual love. Again, that goes really well with this spiritual love. Don't miss out on those messages that are coming from your intuition, from your higher self, from your spiritual team. It's all in love, what they're telling you. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. So again, as I said, it sounds like this is something that you haven't been through before. So this is like your own wisdom. You're older now, you're wiser now. So this drawing it to your attention is going to be enough for you to redirect yourself and create a better plan for yourself. And your final card is Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And that makes sense with this card and with the Temperance. And we've been talking about the masculine and feminine energy the whole time here. So this is saying that you will be able to balance both. But again, it's also an encouragement to balance both, to not fall too much into that shrewd business side of yourself or making it happen, and to be a little bit wiser about how you're taking care of yourself and how you're running your life at this time. Okay, pile number 3, I hope that was helpful for your month. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I will see you in another message.